Hello everyone, this is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. I'm actually shaking right now because I'm so excited. I can't recall if I've ever made an unboxing video for you guys, but I guess today is the day that I will be making an unboxing video. I was not supposed to get this until the 18th, and it's the 15th today, right? So it was a nice little surprise for me, but it's heavy and it's book related. So what do you guys think it is? I am going to pause this video when I open it because it can be pretty loud. Unboxing can be pretty loud, and I want this video to be relaxing. So here's the box. It's really heavy. Do you guys know what it is yet? Okay, let me just pause for 1 second and I'll get it out of the box for you guys. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, I've decided to give you guys another hint. When I made my lo-fi bookcase video, I mentioned to you guys what I would like to purchase to go on top of my bookcase. If you guys remember, and if you watched that video, of course. Oh, my heart's pounding. Look at that. And then the books. Hold on, let me see if I can. Okay, sorry. My light is shining on that. But look. I know that Sarah J. Maas is intending to make another book in this series. Now, I've read this series at least 3 times. Yes, 3 times. And let me tell you guys, I don't usually read a book more than once unless it's something I really, really love. Like The Fault in Our Stars. I've read that one 3 times. What else? Harry Potter, I've read 7 times. And there's a few books in there. I mean, there's a select few where I can say I can read that book over and over and over. So we got a Court of Thorns and Roses, a Court of Mist and Fury, a Court of Rings and Ruin, a Court of Frost and Starlight, and a Court of Silver Flames. I'm so excited. Like, so excited right now. I'll be oh well. Too late now. It's okay. I'm sorry about the traffic noise, you guys. I think it really takes away from the relaxation. But I am going to pause and I'm going to take each book out and show it to you guys. Okay? I'll be right back. Now, I want to talk to you guys about my love for this series. I, of course, saw it all over Book Talk. I had never really read a fantasy book before other than Harry Potter, but I kept seeing it everywhere. I know Madison Moon showed them in one of her many great videos. I miss her, you guys. She was my favorite book trigger ASMR artist. And then I'm trying trying to think if Jubilee made one too. But Jubilee was the one that was like, you need to read the Court of Thorns and Roses series. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I was working night shift as a CNA. And as you guys know, I was stuck in a very unhappy marriage. And I flew through these books. Like, absolutely flew through them. I ate it up like candy, you guys. This is, I want to say, the best fantasy series I've ever read. Because, you know, I am a Potterhead. I got my Harry Potter necklace on today. You know, I'm a devoted Potterhead. And it'll always be close to my heart. Because I read for the first time when I was 22. And I loved it. But when it comes to, like, grabbing my attention and keeping me interested throughout the whole series, I have to say the Court of Thorns and Roses series is the best fantasy series that I've read ever. And that's saying a lot. So, of course, I started with A Court of Thorns and Roses. Damn light. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, that's a little bit better. So, the first book in the series is A Court of Thorns and Roses. For one thing, I love the covers of these books. Like, it's not too much, but it really grabs your attention. So, on the back it says, when 19-year-old huntress Feyre kills a wolf in the woods, a terrifying creature arrives to demand retribution. Dragged to a treacherous magical land she knows about only from legends, Feyre discovers that her captor is not truly a beast, but one of the lethal, immortal fairies who once ruled her world. At least he's not a beast all the time. As she adapts to her new home, her feelings for the fairy Tamlin transform from icy hostility into a fiery passion that burns through every... Oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to try to pause every time a big truck comes through here. As she adapts to her new home, her feelings for the fairy Tamlin transform from icy hostility into a fiery passion that burns through every lie she's been told about the beautiful, dangerous world of the Fae. But something is not right in the fairylands. An ancient, wicked shadow is growing, and Feyre must find a way to stop it or doom Tamlin and his world forever. I actually made a review for this book in one of my videos. You guys, I have been really thinking about deleting the videos I made when I was with my ex. I've been really thinking about it because I don't even know that woman anymore. You know, it hurts a part of me every time, because ever so often I'll be like, okay, let's see how far I've come, and I'll watch an old video, especially the one where I'm eating Domino's or something, and I'm just like, it sickens me. It does. But if you guys would like me to keep my older videos, that's fine too, but it's something I've been really thinking about. But it's funny because I did make a review video for this book, and I was saying stuff like, oh, it reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, and, you know, Tamlin's so cute, and no, actually, I said that I liked Lucian more than Tamlin, so don't even think I really ever liked Tamlin. I've been more of a Lucian fan from the first book. But I look back on that review video now and I'm just like, you don't know what's coming to you. But from the very first book, I was hooked, you guys. Hooked. And other than the Starlight novella, I think this is the shortest book in the series. I definitely want to read the series again before the new book comes out. One of my favorite books of all time. Top 5, if not top 3. A Court of Mist and Fury. A Court of Mist and Fury. You guys, my favorite dessert is chocolate cake. This book was like a piece of chocolate cake. That is the only way I can describe it. Feyre has undergone more trials than one human woman can carry in her heart. Though she's now been granted the powers and lifespan of the High Fae, she is haunted by her time. Oh, spoiler alert, by the way, I'll put in the description. She is haunted by her time under the mountain and the terrible deeds she performed to save the lives of Tamlin and his people. As her marriage to Tamlin approaches, Feyre's hollowness and nightmares consume her. She finds herself split into two different people, one who upholds her bargain with Rhysand, High Lord of the feared Night Court, and one who lives out her life in the Spring Court with Tamlin. While Feyre navigates a dark web of politics, passion, and dazzling power, a greater evil looms. She might just be the key to stopping it, but only if she can harness her harrowing gifts, heal her fractured soul, and decide how she wishes to shape her future and the future of a world in turmoil. Now, as us girls know that have read the series, we meet Rhysand in the first book. And they kinda, in the first book, they kinda make him like a jerk. Kinda, like, distasteful. I think things changed when she fought the worm, the Norwegian, is that right? Worm. And he says, hold on, another loud truck. He says proudly, Feyre just made herself invisible. And I was like, I felt like butterflies in my stomach. I was like, what's going on here? You guys, this book, for one thing, I don't just love one character. I love all of them. I love, oh my gosh, Ezreal. I love Cassian. I even love Nesta. Like, I love all the characters. But this was just an amazing, amazing book. Just such great world building. I don't get confused. Like with a lot of fantasy books, I get confused. I'm like, okay, what are we building now? Like, okay, what? But this one makes it to where I do not get confused. And if I am going to put a spoiler in the title, but if you guys don't remember who have read this series, hold on. mate? A mate is just somebody that you're destined to be. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. But she finds out in this book that he is her mate. A mate is somebody that you're just destined to be with. And my goodness, you guys, I can't pause every time there's a loud truck. I'm so sorry. I'll move my microphone a little bit closer for you guys. I hate loud trucks. I hate them. I hate them, man. And then there is one of the best scenes in a book I've ever read. It's spicy. It's spicy, just so you know. But it wasn't predictable. Like, you know, in rom-coms, it's always the same old when it comes to a love scene, okay? But in this book, this book is so good, you guys. So good. Like, if you're somebody that hasn't read this series yet, please do. Like, I was one of those people before I read it. I was like, it can't be that good. But it is very, very good. Very, so good. So good. And this one is a longer one. It's like 600 and some pages. So I read it in like 2 days. Now, this one was actually my least favorite of the series. I love them all, but this was my least favorite for a while. But now I couldn't really tell you what my least favorite is. Probably the first one. I love this one because of the purple. This is A Court of Wings and Ruin. I think this might be the longest book in the series. Maybe not. It might be the second to longest book in this series. Feyre has returned to the Spring Court determined to gather information on Tamlin's actions and learn what she can about the invading king threatening to bring her land to its knees. But to do so, she must play a deadly game of deceit. One slip could bring doom not only for Feyre, but for everything and everyone she holds dear. As war bears down upon them all, Feyre endeavors to take her place as one of the high fae of the land, balancing her struggle to master her powers, both magical and political, and her love for her court and family. Amidst these struggles, Feyre and Rhysand must decide whom to trust among the cunning and lethal lords, and hunt for allies in unexpected places. In this thrilling third book in the Court of Thorns and Roses series, the fate of Feyre's world is at stake as armies grapple for power over the one thing that could destroy it. I cannot wait to reread this series, you guys. Cannot wait. The ending to this book was heartbreaking. Very heartbreaking. I cried, not gonna lie. Rysand and their friends are still busy rebuilding the Night Court in the vastly altered world beyond, recovering from the world that changed everything. But winter solstice is finally approaching, and with it the joy of a hard-earned reprieve. Yet even the festive atmosphere can't keep the shadows of the past from looming. As Feyre navigates her first winter solstice as a High Lady, her concern for those dearest to her deepens. They have more wounds than she anticipated, scars that will have a far-reaching impact on the future of their court. Breaching the events of A Court of Wings of Ruin with the later books in this series, A Court of Frost and Starlight explores the long-lasting effects of a devastating war and the fierce love between friends. I actually really like this one. I know a lot of people say that this was their least favorite, but I actually really liked it. It's really pretty too. I love the color blue. Alright. I'm trying to think if I went in order of which ones I love the most to the least, even though I love them all. It'd be A Court of Mist and Fury, this last one, A Court of Silver Flames, Wings of Ruin, A Court of Frost and Starlight, and A Court of Thorns and Roses. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the longest one in the series. This one, like I said, is called A Court of Silver Flames. This one discusses the relationship between Cassian and Nesta. And I think it's the spiciest of the whole series. I would give it... sorry. I would give it a 9. Maybe a 10 on the spice scale. Nesta, and is it Archeron? Archeron has always been prickly, proud, swift to anger, and slow to forgive. And since the war, since being made high fae against her will, she struggled to forget the horrors she endured and find a place for herself within the strange and deadly Night Court. The person who ignites her temper more than any other is Cassian, the battle-scarred winged warrior who is there at Nesta's every turn. But her temper isn't the only thing Cassian ignites. The fire between them is undeniable. It only burns hotter as they are forced to work closely together. I'm sorry, I keep jumbling my words. I've been trying to read to my mom to kind of fix that, if you guys haven't noticed. But I'm sorry about that. As the threat of war casts its shadow over them once again, Nesta and Cassian must battle monsters from within and without as they search for acceptance and healing in each other's arms. There is a part in this book, you guys, I think Cassian, she had just told Feyre that the baby that she's pregnant with will kill her when she gives birth. So of course everybody's mad at her, and Cassian takes her on like this walk through the desert or something. Sorry, it's been too long since I read this series. And she like finds herself. And you guys, I've never cried so hard in my life. I get goosebumps now just thinking about it. I love this book. That book changed my life. This whole series changed my life. Okay, we're going to take the plastic off the box. I love the box too. I love that it's black and white. And we're going to put all the books back in the box. A Court of Silver Flames. leave for this. Like, she changed my life just by telling me to read this series. This one, the first one's not going in too good. I just want to make sure I'm not bending any pages. Like with my Harry Potter series,